European Photography Art Magazine, number 83. Let's have a look at it. It's quite an oversized feel to the magazine. It's 9.5 by 12. It's got a nice thick cover. It's how many pages? About 80. It looks really interesting. Let's have a little look through it, and we'll get into its publication times and stuff and what's in here. I'm trying to look for a date of when it was first published, but I can't find it. Oh yeah, number 83, volume 29, issue 1. We've got Rwandan Genocide, we've got Soldier, Flight Attendants, Gallery Desk in Chelsea, Silent Warriors in North American Indians, Mirror Ball, Military Service in Israel. Some really interesting photographers, artists, people, Lunan Mental Hospitals. Let's have a look at this. It looks really interesting. So we've got Jonathan Torvinich, or Torvinik. That's his website, torvinik.com. And portraits about the victims of the Rwandan genocide. And I presume these are children born out of these ladies being raped in the conflict and the genocide. They're beautiful pictures, absolutely stunning. It's amazing that they let themselves be photographed in that context. Interesting. What's this? Ferret Curious. I do apologise for any pronunciation mistakes. This is China. Ferret Curious, Istanbul, and this is a bridge in Chongqing or Chongqing, China. It's a pigment prints, lovely. Well, these are lovely. Bridge in Chongqing, the city of ambition. Fast forward, China. So these portraits, Suzanne Upton. So she's done these portraits in a really interesting way, and as she said, their cheeks touch an imaginary ground, their faces seem like fallen statues in one hand. It's looking at, obviously these guys have seen some and felt some very stressful scenarios in Afghanistan, and looking at the face in this position, giving them the stare that declares, sorry, even the stare, I'm just trying to work it out. It almost look like, I don't know what she's trying to say, are they like fallen soldiers or fallen men or broken men? And it's interesting. That's Susan Upton and SusanUpton.com, SusanUpton.com. Brian Finke, what's this one? Passengers soon, the flight attendants are immune to fear of flying. Okay, as cheerleaders of air, they interact with us. So this is, it's a glamorizing for cheerleaders. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what it means. So I think it seems to say flight attendants are actually angels, aren't they? Okay. Okay, I'm not really, it's interesting. I'm not sure about getting the message in 4 pictures, but Andy Freeberg, what's this about? They look like reception areas. Yeah, they are. This is interesting. Beautifully shot. Philippe Herbert. Are these just mini skirts? Right. A little. Are these just dresses? What are they? Philippe Herbert comes in with somebody's taste. Using fashion. Okay, it's quite deep, that. He follows zeitgeist of fashion, politics and style, distilling that signs, gestures and impressions into icons of transience and departure. Okay. Quite deep, but okay, I'm not really sure. These look, I've seen these before. Thomas Milenda, Bizarre Sandcastle. I like this. This is really interesting. Beautifully shot as well, Thomas. It's almost like a technical guide to do this. Oh my God, you must be strong. But I love these. They're really nicely shot. Beautiful light. So was shot in Moscow by Vadim Gushchin. I was looking at, it says here, where civilization exists today, there was nature, wilderness and virgin forest. Is it looking at the transit? Is it looking at that part of the city where it meets the countryside? I'm not really sure. I'd have to have a look at that. Suburban landscape. Right, it's looking at suburbia. I wonder if this is the sort of what we say is the greenbelt area. I'm not really sure. I'll have to have a look. Xing Danwen, I presume, Xing. And this looks like crushed car parts. Eric Clem. It's shot in Canada by the looks of it. Oh, and US. And be visiting reservations and taking portraits of hundreds of Native Americans. Okay. Wow, look at them. These are incredible. Oh, right. That's really interesting. I've seen this before as well. Andreas Gaffella. His perspective on city squares, landscape and spaces on Postle. Did he photograph the rooms to the ceiling? Right, I get it. Well, these are photographs. Right. Wow. So each shot is taken 2 meters off the ground to form one picture. Right, okay. Bird's eye view has been manipulated, but the product is exactly reconstructed real city. Gaffler shows there can be perception that defies earthly time. So I guess these are real rooms and real places which he's taken a roof off effectively and he's shooting them. Or is he? Is this done in post-production? That's very interesting. Very interesting. This is, according to Ok Hin An, I think, the Korean woman she photographs rarely behave essentially as they are posed. Cultural stereotypes and erotic proposed. These fella, is that national? I have no idea what this is. Okay, a bit ambiguous. I'm not really sure what the text is actually saying about what these are about. I need to investigate that. And shots of women. Okay. Rachel Popple, an American. These look like the Israeli girl soldiers by the looks of it. I've seen these before. At the age of 18, the lives of Israeli women are rudely interrupted for 2 years of military service. Okay. Yeah, these are lovely. Love this sort of stuff. Getting access, so lucky. It's amazing. Emma Livingston. This looks like northwest Argentina. Is this a landscape or is this the rock? Is this the mountain? Trying to work that out. Oh, I like these. These are really nice. I see what she's doing. I guess this is the flat and this is the rise. Maybe it is. Maybe she's looking down. Maybe this is the rise and this is the flat. Eva Lauteline. Excuse me if that's wrong. Lauteline investigates the dividing lines between reality and perception and leads us directly up the garden path. Is this... No. Is that the same? No, it's not the same person. Okay, it's a bit deep, and I have to read more, or maybe investigate more. Maybe you want to do that. Daniel and Gio Fuchs reconstructs the views that prisoners, employees of the East German Stasi took in as soon as they stepped inside the Ministry of State Security. Oh, okay. Wow, interrogation rooms, I presume, prison cells, the Stasi. Wow, that's interesting. Lunan Mental Hospital in Sichuan, in China. Brad Temkin. It's in another language, I don't know what. It's in German, I think. So, oh, here we go. Art must be found, and Brad Temkin finds it. Objects in landscape. Earthwork reveals neither the time nor the place of their origin, sometimes left. Oh, I get it. Okay. So relics of people, relics of the countryside, relics. I get it. I think it's quite interesting as well. I like this concept. Sort of things left in a way. Interesting. Okay, publications, looking at books and magazines, that's 10 years ago. Who we got? Baghdad Calling, that's a big one. Hackney Flyer, Stephen Gill. I'd like to do some of Stephen's stuff. What else we got? Grouse. God, Hyena and Animata, great. I've seen that published by Peter Hugo. So this is just discussing it. I think this is in German and this is in English. Danny Leon. Photo Book Award nominations, and I'm just going to cover this because it's a bit naughty. And history photography, blah, blah, blah. Routledge, Fred and Francis Group, European photography. Yeah, very nice, very interesting. I like it. I'm just going to fold it out like that. Some interesting stuff there. I have some eye openers. I'm going to go and research a couple of them. Maybe you should. Thank you for watching.